Hello everybody, John Trick12 back here again with another video, and today I have some really interesting comic book casting news, and before I actually get into that, I just wanted to put it out there right before I get started with everything I'm about to discuss, is that I'm very under the weather today. I'm not really feeling that good. I've been actually sick for the last couple of days, so I don't want to, bother anybody with my terrible voice here, but overall I just wanted to point that out there before I get, I get riddled with fucking comments saying, it's like, oh, what's wrong with your voice? Your voice annoys me. Well, I'm sick, folks, so, deal with it. But nevertheless, over the course, basically just yesterday, in the last couple of days, we've been getting lots of casting rumors, lots of casting news and confirmations. And the most notable stuff is, of course, the Supergirl CBS pilot, and, of course, X-Men Apocalypse. And also, I want to discuss a little bit of the Suicide Squad. Now, let's start off with the CBS Supergirl. Now, as we all know, Greg Berlanti, who's of course in charge of Arrow and The Flash, has been trying to make a Supergirl TV series for CBS, and they officially casted their Supergirl, aka Kara Zor-El, as the leading role for that series, and that is of course going to be down to Melissa Benoist. She's apparently going to be the official Supergirl for that series, and that's pretty cool. I think it's nice that we finally got a casting, especially seeing as how this show is supposed to come out later this year, so, you might as well fucking, cast your leading role already. But nevertheless, I think she's a good actress. Of course, she's most famous for Glee, and before everybody starts with the Glee jokes, remember that Grant Gustin was, of course, a member of Glee, and now he's Barry Allen, the superior character in his filmography, of course, but nevertheless, I'm pretty sure she'll do a good fucking job. And of course, if you don't trust the Glee thing, also look towards Whiplash, which of course was pretty much everyone's favorite movie of last year. So yeah, she has that under her belt. So I'm pretty okay with the whole casting of her playing Supergirl. The only thing that really bothers me about the Supergirl project is how does that fit with the other TV shows that are coming out, and of course are already out, which hence, Arrow and Flash, and how is that going to fit? Because as we all know, hinted with the overall plot of the series, Supergirl is an established character of the Superman universe, which means Superman exists in her universe. So I don't know how they're going to just, hint at the fact that Superman exists, but you don't really see him. Or maybe they are going to show him. Or, I don't know, it's just going to be really strange how they're going to do Supergirl without a Superman. It's kind of like the Gotham thing. It's like, how do you do all these characters without Batman? But somehow they get away with it, so I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But nevertheless, I'm pretty much happy about the casting with the leading role of Supergirl. Melissa Benoist, I think she's a great actress, so I think she's going to kill it. But in the comment section below, let me know what you personally think about that. But nevertheless, I have some more casting news, and that, of course, goes to the Marvel Universe. Fox has officially, Bryan Singer, of course, posted on his freaking Twitter the official casting of the new additions to X-Men Apocalypse, which is, of course, the biggest X-Men movie that Fox is going to put out to date, which is awesome. And they have the official castings for young Storm, young Cyclops, and, of course, the young Jean Grey. And they're going to be played as thus, Alexandra Shipp will be playing young Storm, Sophie Turner will be playing young Jean Grey, and Ty Sheridan is going to be playing young Cyclops. Now, I'm okay with the casting. Everybody seems like they're appropriate for their specific comic book counterpart, especially the Sophie Turner thing. I mean, like, I've recently binge-watched every Game of Thrones anything, so I'm pretty a huge fan as of late. And I like Sophie Turner's character in Game of Thrones, even though she doesn't have sex with anybody, which is, I guess a great feat, seeing as how everyone gets fucked in that series. But nevertheless, Sophie Turner, I like her. She's pretty awesome. She's a kick-ass redhead, which is always a plus for me. But overall, I'm happy with her choice. Everyone else, I'm not really that familiar with, but they looked the part, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see with the finished product. My only problem with Bryan Singer casting younger versions of these characters for X-Men Apocalypse kind of bothers me, though, overall, because I just find it weird that Fox continuously, with all the X-Men sequels, always try to get younger versions of the characters they established in the first movie. I mean, like, we only have 2 good X-Men movies of these characters, and like, every other sequel is just a straight-up rehash, or they're not done right, or they're just younger versions of their, present selves. So I just don't know why they keep Bryan Singer or whoever the hell is in charge of the X-Men series being like, we need a younger Cyclops. Cyclops needs to be in every movie but a different actor. It's like, why do we keep doing this? Like, we already have the actors. Keep using them. I mean, like, you posted them at the ending of, Days of Future Past. Doesn't that mean you should use them again in the sequel? But I guess Fox is trying to reboot the X-Men series without actually rebooting it, just, changing it around. And as we all know, we do know that the X-Men series will change drastically with X-Men Apocalypse, so I guess it makes sense to have a new cast so you can reuse them for future sequels and stuff. But overall, I don't know, I always get bothered when they recast and change it up and make them younger and like, oh god, can't you just use the same fucks? Come on, stop bothering me with this stuff, with this shit. But overall, I'm okay with the casting. Everyone seems appropriate for their character. I just get annoyed whenever they cast younger, like, that's the thing that bothers me. I don't like young versions of comic book heroes. I don't like that. I like the way they are presented already as their adult selves, like, what's the point of having a young Batman? I like Batman. Not young Batman, not teenage Batman, not kid Batman. So I don't know why they keep doing that with every comic book character. We need them younger and hotter. Sexier is younger. Younger is sexier, whatever. It's just, let it go. You have good actors. Use those. Come on. But anyways, I'm still hyped for X-Men Apocalypse. It's still going to be an awesome movie, I'm pretty sure. And based off Days of Future Past, it definitely will. And, because of all the teases with Apocalypse, hinted by Oscar, I'm pretty sure it's going to be epic, big, and going to be a drastic change for the X-Men members. But nevertheless, moving off the X-Men and Supergirl stuff, let's talk about a little bit of Suicide Squad. Now, as we all know, Tom Hardy dropped out of Suicide Squad because of various reasons. I mean, like, a lot of people are saying because of schedule stuff. A lot of people are saying because Rick Flag dies and he didn't want to be a character who dies in the movie because he's Tom Hardy. So, all those reasons seem logical to me. The only problem that bothers me is that he's not in the fucking movie. But there was a silver lining at some point, which is, of course, Jake Gyllenhaal was supposedly going to replace him as Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad movie. Unfortunately, that also seems like it's not going to happen. Apparently, Jake Gyllenhaal turned down the role of Rick Flag, apparently, and the search for Rick Flag, the leader of the Suicide Squad, is still going on. So, which really sucks because the movie is supposed to be starting principal photography very soon, and they don't have the the leading role cast yet. So that really bothers me. I mean, like, it just pissed me off that my most anticipated DC movie that I want to see very badly, next to Batman v Superman and Wonder Woman and Justice League and stuff like that, don't have their cast ready yet. So it just pissed me off, because, like, what I don't know. I was so hyped up, and then ever since the whole Tom Hardy thing and now the Jake Gyllenhaal thing, it's like, my anticipation and my hype is starting to just wither down and just weathering down. And it's like, oh, God, this is just going to turn out into a bore fest. It's going to suck. They're going to get some actor I probably hate. It's just going to be shit. And DC Cinematic Universe is going to crumble at my feet, and we're never going to get good epic movies from DC ever again. That's how this is how it's kind of coming out to. But maybe I'm just over exaggerating. Maybe it's my sickness. It's getting to my head. I don't know what the fuck. But nevertheless, that's pretty much on the front of the Suicide Squad movie. So in the comment section below, with all the casting stuff I just mentioned, let me know what you personally think. What do you think about the Supergirl casting? Do you think Melissa Benoist is the best choice for Supergirl? And if not, who would you rather cast for Melissa Benoist? I remember seeing tons of comments to all the various videos I talked about her, saying that they don't care who they get as long as it's hot and they're good acting, I guess. So if this casting confirmation means anything, I'm pretty sure you're all going to be happy about that. But also, just let me know in the comment section below. And also in the comment section below, let me know what you personally think about Bryan Singer's castings for these new versions of Storm, Jean Grey, and of course Cyclops. What do you think about them? And if not, who else would you have casted? And also, what do you think about the Suicide Squad, the whole Jake Gyllenhaal thing? Do you think he really isn't going to be a part of it, or is he just fooling around? I don't know what the fuck. I just want a badass, good A-list actor to be Rick Flag. And Tom Hardy has dropped out, which has killed my dreams completely. And then they hyped up again with the Jake Gyllenhaal thing, and that broke me down, of course. Now I'm like, I don't even know where I'm just heading into the darkness you know, face first, no flashlight, don't know what the fuck's going on. So, in the comment section below, let me know what you personally think about all this casting stuff. And subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. I hope everyone has enjoyed, and this has been John 12.